everyone. Welcome to the second episode, second season of Office Hours. And I'm Jamie, and today we have Tori LaPointe. Ooh. Okay. And can you tell us a little bit about yourself before you get into your first song?
Yeah, my name is Tori LaPointe, like Jamie said. I'm a third-year music business student with a minor in music production, and I'm really excited to share some of my music with you guys today.
Okay. So the first song will be You or Me.
Is it you or is it me in this perfect company while the wind goes blowing by? I always ask you how you feel. What's the problem? What's the deal? I let you ramble in my bedroom. You never ask me why or reciprocate the motions I want to have. The space to say that I don't feel okay. Who did you know? Sometimes I don't feel like myself. I'm in this battle fighting between you or me. It's a sad story. When you walk home through the door with your baggage, baby, more no consent to what you're spilling. The fights you had today at work, you don't get paid what you deserve when you'd probably just quit. Never ask me why or reciprocate the motions I want to have. Space to say that I don't feel okay. Who did you know? Sometimes I don't feel like myself. I'm in this battle fighting between you or me. It's a sad story. Is it you or me?
Okay. So this song, You and Me, can you describe what it means to you and what polar experience happened that made you feel compelled to write this song?
Yeah, I think just as a human in any relationship that you have, there's always moments where you have like boundaries crossed, or you just have like other people's emotions and baggage just kind of thrown on you. And I think there's a whole kind of emotional process that you go through when you're dealing with that. And sometimes you just need an outlet. So I chose to write a song about it, and it feels good to sometimes just like let it out and to kind of have a healthy outlet to take out your emotions on versus sometimes putting in others. So this is my version of just like letting it out.
Okay. What was your initial experience that made you feel like music was your path that you had to go on for the rest of your life? Like, yes, music is the thing that I have to do.
Yeah, that's a great question. I've always been surrounded by music. My parents and my family are huge music fans, so like as I was growing up, it constantly surrounded me. And I went through like a bunch of different career options, but when throughout the end of middle school into high school, I got to be a part of something called School of Rock, and I got to play in their flagship house band, where we got to tour and do shows and be a band, and I really enjoyed that experience. But we had one show where we were at Summerfest in Milwaukee, a music festival, and I had a crazy day. It was our last day of tour, and it was raining, and like a bunch of shows got canceled and moved around, and we had things delayed, and we weren't quite sure if we were going to be able to do our last set and perform. And then by some miracle, it all kind of came together, and we were able to perform. And I just remember like walking up on that stage and seeing everyone like gathered under, because it was so wet outside and we had a covered stage, and just everyone was under there, and we all just like kind of came together because of the music. And I just thought it was such a cool experience to see that, like, even though it was a chaotic day, we kind of all ended up there together because of music. And I was like, this is kind of where I want to be. This is my happy place.
What does the process of writing a song look like for you? Like, do you start with lyrics? Do you start with guitar?
I start a lot of different ways. It really depends on like what's grabbing me and inspiring me. I've had songs where I've started with the lyrics, or the song that I just played with you, I actually started with the chords. I thought it was really fun. I had a cool like chord structure, and I was able to move it around on the fretboard, and I thought that was really fun. So I started with the chords, and then I added on lyrics. But I also have, like, as any musician, like tons of notes in my notes app, just full of lyrics that I'll come back to when I'm like feeling inspired to just either write new ones or add on to old ones. So it takes a lot of different forms, and it depends if I'm writing alone or if I'm writing with others. But I think when writing music, it can be so creative and so collaborative and can take on so many different forms that there's not really one right way or consistent way that I do it or any musician really does. This next song I'll be playing is called Practically Perfect. And as the oldest sister of three of us, there's a lot of pressure I feel like that was put on me, and just as a person in society, there's just pressure put on us. So this was my way of like just talking about it and kind of like getting out and like taking a step, and like not always trying to sit inside myself and constantly force myself to be perfect, but realize that like failing and making mistakes and stepping out of your comfort zone is an important thing of like being human and being a good person. I always sit in the front, my head too full of thoughts. I've never told a full lie, always wondering why my friends call me the mom. I just fell in the job, but it fits me just right, and I curse it at night. No, it's not my time, no curfew, no need to try, 'cause my thoughts hold me and I never cause a disaster, is what I feel. When I first sat at the wheel, I was afraid to be changed, I was afraid to be brave. Oh, how I guess I gotta learn to fly. No more lies, I guess I gotta wake up, see inside. The homework always came first, I never wanted to fail, always doing what's right. I was my own kryptonite, is not how I do it, but in my own memory, still haunting my past. For me, I always come last. Time I was in this place, I didn't give myself grace. Watch me stumble and fall as I build my own walls. Oh, how I guess I gotta learn to fly. No more lies, I gotta wake up and see inside. I always sit in the front, my head too full of thoughts, never told a full lie, always wondering why.
Did you start with guitar for this one too, or was it lyrics as well?
I think this one I started with lyrics. I actually had a lot of fun writing the lyrics because when you look at the structure of them, the verse has 3 or 4 kind of like snippets to it, and then the last word of that, the snippet before it, ends up being the first word of the next one. So I had a lot of fun like playing word Jenga within it and kind of going through it. And I thought that was just really fun to kind of like be artsy and creative about how there's a lot of like poetry that goes into writing lyrics, and a lot of fun tricks and like intricacies that you can put into it. So I was able to kind of start with that, and then based on kind of melodies I heard in my head and different chord progressions, I kind of found the melody from there.
Yeah, that one's probably my favorite one. Let's say like 5 years out of graduation, where do you ideally want to see yourself? And it doesn't have to be career wise, it could be just like lifestyle wise, where you want to live. Where do you see yourself?
I know that wherever I will be or will end up, I definitely want to have music in my life. I really enjoy writing, I love performing, and I love that whole process, and I think it's really fun. So ideally, I mean, big dream is like performing consistently and that being like a full-time job. But anything in the music industry, whether it's like managing a recording studio or a live music venue or just working with other creatives or songwriting on the side, and anything in that realm.
Your last song is called Don't Forget. As of right now, is there a moment in your life that you hope you will never forget, like something that sticks out to you?
Yeah, I think this song really defines a time in my life. I transferred after my freshman year of college to Elmhurst, and I had a really difficult time my freshman year, but I also learned a lot from it, and I'm really grateful that I had that experience. But it was a really big kind of like burden and like idea to be like, oh, I'm not happy here, I need to go somewhere else and try something new. And I think that has a lot of like, it can have a lot of negative like connotations to it and be really hard to do. So I kind of like always want to remember that moment, and that I'm so much happier here, and it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. And I don't ever want to forget that moment of like stepping out and be like, okay, I'm going to make this change, I'm going to push for it, because I couldn't be happier.
Don't forget where you came from, and don't forget where you'll go. Don't forget how to love who you are. There's always new changes. We all gotta face them. There's beauty in strangeness. Oh, don't forget to breathe. Life will take you on an adventure. The highs and the lows, oh, they will get you. But learn to embrace the unexpected. There's always new changes. We all gotta face them. There's beauty in strangeness. Oh, don't forget to breathe. Da da dee, da 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 da, da 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 da. Dee doo da, da 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 da
I really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to come film with us. Some of the pieces really resonate with me, as I'm sure some will with whoever's watching. So let's give it up for Tori.
Thank you guys. This was really fun, and I really am excited about this opportunity, and it was really fun.